Hello, my name is Jean de Dieu. I welcome you to our second Afringa video guide. In our last video, we have explained how to create a free Afringa career profile. If you have not seen the video, I suggest you can click on the link in the description of this video and create your Afringa account first. Today, in this video, I will show you how to update and complete your Afringa account profile information on a desktop computer. If you'd like to see a video where I explain how to complete your information on a mobile phone, please click on the link in the video description. After you've successfully created your Afringa account, the next step is to start updating your profile. This will allow other Afringa users and companies to proactively find and get in touch with you. Also, in the future, you can use your profile to apply for jobs. As first step to update your Afringa profile, please open the Afringa website on your browser and type in www.afringa.com. And then log in to your account by entering your email address and the password you chose during the initial registration. Good. For desktop users, please place your mouse or cursor on the tab that has your name on it, but don't click on it yet. And all you need to do is just clicking on the link in the main menu that says My Profile. After you've clicked on your profile option, wait a moment for the page to load, and once it's done, you'll have a page with all your profile options displayed with many sections in order respectively, including about your name, that is about you, professional experience, education, certifications, languages, and social media. These sections are very important because all your networks on Afringa would like to know you better, for instance, in terms of your education standing, professional experience, your social media profiles, and all those other sections. These are the elements that will make you stand out to the potential employers and your networks as well. We will start off by looking at how you can update your profile picture. Once the profile page has finished loading, on the top of the above profile options, you can see your name in a large font size, and on its left side there is an image. Once you've seen it, please place your mouse on that image, but don't click it yet. After the mouse is placed on that tab, automatically an option pops up written Change Your Profile Picture, and it has a camera sign at the start of the sentence. Then you can go ahead and click on it, and automatically the upload option pops up and it is written Upload Picture, and under it you can see a red tab written Upload Profiles. And for those of you who would want to use their mobile phones, you'll have the option to directly take video from the front-facing camera of the mobile device and use the picture as profile picture for Afringa. You then proceed by clicking on the red tab written Upload Profile, and remember that you are highly recommended to upload an image that is smaller than 2 megabytes to avoid any technical issue or difficulties. Now that you've clicked on the red tab, it automatically opens up your file explorer on your computer, and you can then choose a picture that you want to upload and then click on it. Having clicked on the picture as shown on your file explorer, then continue by clicking the Open tab button on your file explorer. It will successfully upload the picture to your Afringa profile. Should you encounter any issues with your profile picture, please make sure the picture file name is short or directly contact our support. Then when the picture is successfully uploaded, please click the Save Change button so that your picture can be successfully updated. Good. The section of your profile picture is now successfully updated. The next section is about your name, about you. For example, in my case, it is written about Jean de Dieu Sivomano. So now I'm going to show you how to complete the about yourself section on your Afringa profile. This section is very important to let other Afringa users understand why you are on Afringa and what you can offer to others and what you are looking for on the Afringa platform. The very first section of your user profile is called About Yourself. In order to update the section, please click on the green pen button tab on the right hand side. Please go to that green pen sign and click on it. After you've clicked on the button, two tabs will automatically open up with the title Edit Your Information. Under that title, there are two sections named What I Offer and What I Look For. Please start with the section What I Offer. In this section, you should explain what you are offering to the Afringa network. If you are a job candidate, you could be offering specific qualifications or skills, for example, or skills that companies are looking for. If you are the owner of a company, you could be offering, for example, jobs or specific products and services. As the next step, please fill in the section of what I look for. But before that, I will fill in what I offer. For example, I offer programming skills. And the next step, please fill in the section what I look for. For example, if you are a job candidate, you could be looking for professionals, connections, or a specific job in your city or country. If you work with a company, you could be looking for the right job candidate or a service. In my case, I will indicate I look for a job opportunity. And once you are done, please save the information you have inputted by clicking the Save button. Glad, now everyone is able to know more information about you. Please note that all the sections indicated with a star, like this one, now the next section is professional experience. Now that other Afringa users have a better idea about what you are offering and what you are looking for, it is important to complete the section about your professional experience. It is important to complete this section. For example, if companies visit your user profile proactively and want to find out more about your experience or want to offer you a job directly. If you are currently still a student, you do not have to complete this section, as you may not yet have any professional experience. Now, I will explain how to fill in information in your professional experience section. Now that your user profile page is up on your web browser screen, all you need to do is to scroll down to the professional experience section below the About Yourself section. Once you have found the professional experience section, please click on the green button, Add. Once you've clicked on the button, a new section will automatically pop up. As the next step, please describe your professional experience using the existing fields. For example, title, company name, industry, city, country, start date, and end date. Please note that for the start date and end date sections, you will only be required to fill in the month and the year only. For example, I will come here. I will, for example, say operations lead. Company name, I will, for example, say Afringa, and I will select the industry in which the company is focused on, and in my case I may choose, for example, service. I input the city where the company is located. Let's say, for example, it's located in Kigali, and I proceed by choosing the country where the company is located. You scroll down. In my case, I'll choose Rwanda. Then the next step, I will fill in the date at which I started that job. For example, in my case, I will put May, and the year I will put 2015. Good. Now, the end date, I will have to put March. let's say for example 2017. Please note that if you are currently still working in the job position that you have just described, you don't have to indicate the end date, but all you need is to check and tick the box below named current job, the end date section. Just indicate the date, the end date if you are no longer in the position that you stated. For example, if I'm still the operations lead in Afringa company, I will come, tick the current job box, then I proceed by filling in my responsibilities. Let's say, for example, my responsibilities are making sure that all the supplies are ready and on time. And my achievements is I improved the user's experience. And once you're done, you'll have to come and input the company's website in case it exists. In my case, it is www.afringa.com. Please note that all the sections marked with an asterisk in front of the title, they are mandatory, meaning that you can't skip them. They all have to be filled in. Well, now that we have finished the whole section, all you need to do is click the save button, and automatically your professional experience section is updated. As a note here, please note that all changes made are updated automatically when you click on the green save button. In case you want to add more positions, just click on the green add tab button and save your changes after you've completed the section. Just if you want to add more experiences, you click on this tab and then you follow the same procedure as the ones we just passed through, and then you click the save button. Good. Our next step is filling in the education section. Employers, partners, and your network want to know where you studied and the qualifications you have to verify your academic standing. This is why we have an education section. Now that we are done with the professional experience section, we will proceed to the education section as part of our user profile. Please scroll down to the education section right under the professional experience section. In my case, it is this one. Once you reach there, there is a sentence written, add an entry to the list of your education. Please click on the green button with the word add. Now new sections will appear containing the following information for you to complete. For example, in my case, I will click on the add button, and the information you are required to complete include school, as you can see, school, field of study, degree, city, country, and start date and end date. The same procedure applies to this section too. On the start date and end date, you will have to input only the month and the year. For example, in my case, I will indicate the school, I will indicate African Leadership University. In field of study, I will indicate computer science, and degree, I will indicate masters. City, for example, I put Kigali, and I will proceed by choosing the country in which the school is located. In my case, I will put Rwanda, and I indicate the date when I joined that school. For example, I joined in September 2010, and I left the school in May 2018. As the description, for example, I will put during my master's degree, I have got a chance of developing an app that was used to manage the school library. Well, the next step is you just input the website of the school in case it does exist. In my case, I will put www.lueducation.com, and please note that for this section you have to indicate when you attended that school, university or college, etc. That is the month and the year, as well as the end date, irrespective of whether you left that school or still attending it. In case you are still attending the school you mentioned, just indicate the end date as to when you are expecting to leave or graduate from that school. Just like the professional experience, please click on the green add button in case you attended more than one education and would like to indicate it in your personal profile on Afringa platform. Please note that all sections indicated with an asterisk in front are mandatory to be completed, meaning you can't skip any of them. From there, just input a short description like I just did about your education, and finally enter the school website and then click the green save button. Note that the education section is updated only once you hit the save button. In my case, I click the save button and automatically the education section is updated. Well, our next section is the certifications. This section, the certifications, is an opportunity to provide your professional qualifications for potential employers and partners to value your professional connection. Now, for the certifications section, it is more easily, and all you need to do is follow the same procedures that we just passed through from the earlier sections. That being said, the following are the guidelines and procedures for this section, and keep in mind that the profile page still has to be opened or displayed to your screen. Just in the same case as other sections, start by identifying the certification section from a gray tab under the education section. In my case here, I identify it from here. Just click on the add box as you did in the previous sections, and once you clicked on it, different sections pop up, including certification name, certification authority, license number, certification website, start date, end date. Please note that due to the fact that some certifications have no end date, if that applies to your certification, just look below the end date section, then check and click the box written no expiry date and leave the end date section blank. In my case, for example, I'll put in the certification I have, CPA, that is the Certified Public Accountant, and certification authority. This is where the institution where I got the certification from, let's say African Leadership University. License number, it will depend on the number on your certification. Let's say, for example, it is 9952. In the certification website, in my case, I may put nasba.org. In the start date, this is the date when the certification was issued. Then I'll click here, I choose the month, let's say October of 2015, and maybe it will expire in September 2018. Just like I told you before, if the certification doesn't have an expiry date, please come and tick on this box written no expiry date, and then once you are done, please click the save button so that your information may be successfully saved. Once you clicked on it, automatically the certification section is updated. Just as other sections, if you want to add more certifications, all you need to do is click on the add button again and follow the same procedures. And please remember to click the save button once you are done with inputting any information. Well, our next section is the language. It is important for our network to know the languages we understand and our proficiency in them to avoid language conflicts during interactions. This is why we have a language section. The languages section is found below the certification section in the gray tab. On my case, you can see it on my screen. I identify it just under the certification section. And now that I've seen it, click on the add button like I did in the previous sections. After you've clicked on it, two sections automatically pop up that are language and proficiency. Then as usual, type in the language that you know. For example, in my case, I'll put English. And once you are done clicking, for the next section, proficiency, if you observe the text bar, there is a down arrow within the same box. Please click on it or even click on the text itself. the text written proficiency. In my case, it's this one. In case you don't want to click on it, please come click on this down arrow, and once you click on the text box or downward arrow, different options pop up, and you will have to choose by clicking on the one that honestly describes your level of proficiency in the language you mentioned. The choices include elementary proficiency, limited working proficiency, professional working proficiency, full professional proficiency, native or bilingual proficiency. After you've chosen your language proficiency description, it automatically shows up in the box alone. Please note that you can't choose more than one proficiency for each language. In my case, I will, for example, choose full professional proficiency, and as I told you, it shows up in the box alone. Then when you are done, just hit the save button and your languages section is updated automatically. In this case, I will click save and my language section is updated automatically. And if in case you speak more than languages, all you need to do is just click on add. Again, you input a language you know. For example, I'll put Swahili. And as the next step, I click on the downward arrow. I choose the one that honestly describes my proficiency in that language. I click on professional working proficiency. And as usual, I click the save button so that my information can be successfully saved. You can see that all my 2 languages that I've indicated are successfully updated. Well, our last and only social media section is the next one.
Your network, potential employer, and partners may want to find out more about you to potentially establish partnerships and share opportunities with you. They try to find you by researching your social media. This is why we have provided a section to fill in your social media. To start off, the following are the procedures towards filling your social media section on Afringa. As usual, the social media is also identified from the gray tab under the language section. Here it is. So once you've seen it, please click on this green pen icon here, and automatically 4 sections pop up. That is the Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. So all you need to do is to have your social media profiles open ready. So I will start by the Facebook side. So I will go to my Facebook account, and this is my profile page. So all I need to do is to select this last part here from my name. And once I've selected it, you can copy it by pressing Ctrl+C on your computer, and you paste it in this section. And again, on the side of Twitter, here is my Twitter account profile. So I select this part where my name starts from. I select it also. I copy and paste it in here. And the next one is Instagram. I also. I select the same way I've done to Twitter and Facebook. I copy and paste. Then once you're done, please click the save button so that your social media section could be updated. Good. Please note that for this section, you are not mandated to have an account to all social medias mentioned. All you need to do is to indicate the ones you use. However, you are highly recommended to connect all the mentioned social media platforms that are mentioned among the 4. Now you have successfully updated your Afringa profile. We are glad to have you on board to create Africa's leading professional business network and employment platform. Thank you.